Welcome back. Well, viewers, the interim Bangladesh government appears to have acknowledged that Hindus and other religious minorities have borne the brunt of the all-out mass rioting that forced the Sheikh Hasina government to fall and for the now former Prime Minister to flee Dhaka to India. The head of the interim government, Muhammad Yunus, visited one of Bangladesh's biggest and most prominent temples yesterday and made an appeal for peace and unity.
As I speak, Bangladeshi Hindus are being subjected to increasingly violent persecution. Sadly, not a new occurrence, though one that's increased in severity and frequency in recent days. Hindu neighbourhoods have been targeted, with households, temples and workplaces being attacked by large violent mobs. Families have had to flee their homes amid beatings. Looting and arson attacks are rife, with reports that Hindus have been killed in these attacks. The plight of Bangladeshi Hindus cannot be ignored. I call on the government of Bangladesh to uphold the principles of democracy and the rule of law, to ensure the safety and security of all its citizens, whatever their religion or whatever their political affiliation may be.
So that was an Australian MP speaking up about the atrocities against Hindus in Bangladesh, mentioning it in the Australian Parliament. This additional voice of influence comes in even as the interim Bangladesh government appears to have undertaken some symbolism and a confidence-building measure in the shape of government head Muhammad Yunus visiting a prominent Hindu temple in Dhaka and making a conciliatory statement. Listen in.
এমন বাংলাদেশ আমরা করতে চাচ্ছি যেটা আমরা এক পরিবার, এটি হলো মূল জিনিস। এখানে পরিবারের মধ্যে কোনো পার্থক্য করা, বিভেদ করা, এটার কোনো প্রশ্ন আসে না। আমরা বাংলাদেশের মানুষ, বাংলাদেশ, এটি আমরা নিশ্চিত করতে চাই। এটা নিয়ে আর কোনো বাদ বিবাদ ইত্যাদি যেন না।
Now, a member of the Hindu community in Bangladesh who was present when Muhammad Yunus visited has spoken on what the government's advisor had to say.
यहाँ पे उन्हीं आए थे, हम सबको भरोसा दिया है कि अभी जो अंतर्वर्तीकालीन सरकार है ये हमारे साथ है। हम जब चाहे उनको बुलाए वो हमारे साथ रहेंगे। हमने तो आपको पहले ही बताया है जो उसने हमारे साथ हमारी पूरी बात सुनी এবং उसने हमें विश्वास दिलाया कि फिर ऐसा कोई ना हो इसका वो ख्याल रखेंगे এবং हम विश्वास करते हैं कि ये हो सकता है।
Well, despite this, there appears to be no change on the ground. Late last night, Hindu households were set ablaze in Dinajpur. As per the latest inputs, neither the police nor any army came to the rescue and the local residents had to battle the blaze. The failure of the Bangladesh interim government and army to come to the aid of Hindus comes at a time that more and more influential voices are calling for action. The latest to join this chorus is the US politician Vivek Ramaswamy. The Indian origin Republican politician has set the record straight about what's happened in Bangladesh. He says targeted violence against Hindus in Bangladesh is wrong and that radicals are now targeting Hindu minorities. But the Bangladesh administration appears to have other priorities. The interim government has cancelled a national holiday that's observed each year on the 15th of August to mark the assassination of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who is considered the father of Bangladesh. Sheikh Mujib was also the father of Sheikh Hasina, and he and many members of their family were indiscriminately exterminated, leaving only Hasina and her sister alive. Hasina broke her silence last night and issued an appeal for Bangladeshis to mark the National Day of Mourning with dignity and solemnity. Meanwhile, in India as well, the cat has been set amongst pigeons because of the Congress party's failure to specifically stand up for Hindus in Bangladesh. In a resolution that has been passed yesterday, the Congress party spoke for the religious minorities in Bangladesh but refrained from naming Hindus specifically. That was compounded by the AICC member Ajay Kumar, choosing this time to lash out over what he called Hindu extremism.
Attacks on any people. Mr. Gandhi, Priyanka ji, everybody is very clear. I mean, Kharge ji, today Congress passed a very strong resolution. My question is to this government of India, what are you doing? See, Mr. Gandhi is saying, we are saying, Muhammad Yunus is a man of great reputation. He's been a Nobel Prize winner. This Modi ji and his government, what have they done? What is their concrete steps? Muslim extremist element or Hindu extremist element, both are two sides of the same coin. Muslim extremist or Hindu extremist. Both feed on each other, both support each other.
Now, the BJP has hit out at the Congress. Member of Parliament Radha Mohan Das has accused the Congress and India alliance of not speaking up for Hindus. He says the same Congress would be out on the streets if Muslims had been persecuted.
So many days weeks have passed rather. Not even a single word from either from Congress, Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal, Mamata Banerjee, Sharad Pawar, Lalu Yadav, Akhilesh Yadav. None of them has said any word in support of these Bangladeshi Hindus. Had it been the persecution of Muslims in any place in India, they would have come in on the streets. And now thousands of Hindus have been massacred in Bangladesh. Not even a single voice has come from